Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how to find the equation of either a tangent or normal line to a curve at a given point. Now, to access this video you're going to need to know how to differentiate, so if that's something that's new to you, I'll link my video on differentiation in the video description. Now, I'm going to work through a few different example questions starting off pretty straightforward, and then they kind of build to more problem solving questions as the video goes on, and I'll timestamp each question in the description so you can skip through to whichever one you want to see. Now, if you do find this video useful, please do go over to my channel where I have loads of other maths tutorials. So let's begin with this first question here, where we need to find the equation of both the tangent and the normal line to this curve here at the point where x is 3. Now, as a reminder, in case you've forgotten, a tangent line is a line that touches the curve at exactly one point, and it has the same gradient as the curve at that point as well. And so to kind of visualize this problem, I've got a sketch of the curve here. And so let's start off by finding that tangent line. And we want to find it at the point where x is 3. So it's going to be this point here on the curve I've marked on in red. So to find the equation of a line, we really need two things. We need a coordinate that lies on the line, and we also need the gradient of the line. So let's start off by finding a coordinate. Well, I know the tangent line is going to touch the curve exactly once, and it's going to be at this point here. Let me see if I can draw on a sketch. And that's not too bad. It's going to look something like this. Okay, so you can see it's touching the curve exactly once at this point here, and the gradient of this line is equal to the gradient of the curve at that point. So let's find the coordinates. Well, we know the x coordinate is 3, and to find the y coordinate, well, we can just substitute x is 3 into the equation of our curve. So y is going to be equal to, well, 3 plus 3 multiplied by 3 subtract 2. Well, 3 plus 3 is 6, multiplied by 3 minus 2 is 1, and that's just going to give us 6, so the y coordinate is 6. Okay. The next thing we need to find the equation of this line is the gradient. And so really to do that we can just find the gradient of the curve at the point x is 3. And to do that we're going to use differentiation. So we want to differentiate this curve here. Now currently the curve we've got has been factorized, and so to differentiate using our power rule is going to be a bit of a pain. So what we're going to do is expand the brackets. So let's do that. So y is going to be equal to x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 6, and if we simplify we get x squared plus x minus 6. That's the equation of our curve. Let's now find the derivative, dy by dx. So we times by the power and take one away for each term like this, and we want to find the gradient when x is 3, so I'm going to substitute x is 3 into my derivative like so, and that's going to give me 2 times 3 plus 1. Well, 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7, which means the gradient of this tangent line is 7. So now we've got a coordinate that lies on the line and its gradient. We can put this together to get the equation of the line. Now you can use y equals mx plus c if you want. I see a lot of people using that, but it's probably better to use y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, if you haven't seen this before, it's worth having a look at this equation. I'll link my video on it in the video description. But to use it, it's really simple. This x1 represents the x coordinate on our line. The y1 represents the y coordinate, and m represents the gradient of the curve. So let's substitute everything in. So we've got y minus 6 is equal to 7 multiplied by x minus 3. Hopefully you can see where that's come from. Let's now expand this, so we've got y minus 6 is equal to 7x minus 21, and then finally let's add 6 to both sides and we get y is equal to 7x minus 15, and that is the equation of our tangent line. Let's now find the equation of the normal, and again if you're not sure, the normal to the curve at the point x equals 3 is a straight line that passes through this point here, so we've already got the coordinates, except it's at a right angle to the curve. It's normal to the curve. Now let me see if I can add on a sketch of this normal line. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to look something like this, and it's going to be at 90 degrees to that tangent line. So how can we find this? Well, we already know a coordinate that lies on this normal line. The only thing we need to find is the gradient. Well, we know the gradient of the curve at this point is 7, and if it's perpendicular to that, then to find its gradient we just take the negative reciprocal, don't we? So the gradient of the normal line m is going to be minus 1 over 7. And then we repeat the process we did a second ago. We can use y minus the y coordinate is equal to m, which is minus a seventh, x minus the x coordinate, which is 3. And now let's expand and kind of put it together in the form y equals mx plus c. So y minus 6 is equal to minus a seventh x plus, don't forget that because we're doing a negative times a negative, so plus 3 over 7. And then finally let's add 6 to both sides. So y is equal to minus a seventh x plus 45 over 7. I find people like to use decimals when they end up with a gradient like this, but I do think fractions are a bit better. Your answer looks a bit neater, so if you can, leave your answer in terms of a fraction. And so we found both the equation of the tangent and the normal to the curve. Let's now look at a second question. So here we're asked to find an equation for the tangent to the curve y equals x squared plus 3x at the point where the gradient is 5. Okay, so how could we do this? Well, we want to look for the point on the curve where the gradient is 5. And to do that, we can find the derivative. So let's find that that's dy by dx. And in this case, it's going to be 2x plus 3. And we want to see, well, where does the derivative equal 5? So we're going to set our derivative equal to 5. And this has given us an equation to solve. So let's now solve this. Let's subtract 3 from both sides. So we get 2x is 2. Divide both sides by 2, x equals 1. Which means when x is equal to 1, let me mark that on, that's this point here, the gradient at this point is equal to 5, which is the point we were interested in. So we know the gradient of this point, it's 5, so now we just need to find the coordinates of this point, because that's going to let us find the equation of the tangent line. Well, we know the x coordinate is 1, we just worked that out. And so to find the y coordinate, we're just going to substitute x is 1 into the equation of our curve. And so we get y is equal to 1 squared plus 3 times 1. Well, that's quite nice. 1 squared is 1 plus 3 times 1. Well, that's 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So we've now got a coordinate that lies on the line and the gradient. So I'm going to use y minus y1. Let's write it down. Y minus y1 equals m multiplied by x minus x1. So it's going to be y minus the y coordinate, which is 4, and that's equal to the gradient. Well, the question told us that was 5 multiplied by x minus the x coordinate, which is 1. And so we get y minus 4 equals 5x minus 5, and let's add 4 to both sides. Y is equal to 5x minus 1. And that would be the equation of our tangent line. And I'll see if I can add it onto our sketch. That's not too bad. It's going to look something like that. So this line will have the equation y equals 5x minus 1. Let's look at the final question we're going to look at. And it says a curve has this equation given here. So it's a bit more complicated, this function. And it says the tangent to the curve at a point A has the equation y minus 5x equals 3. And we're asked to find the coordinates of the point A. So there's a bit more problem solving in this question. So the first thing we're going to look at is, well, we know the equation of the tangent line. So let's rewrite it in the form y equals mx plus c. So we get y equals 5x plus 3. I've just added 5x to both sides. Now if I look at this, this tells me that the tangent line has a gradient of 5, doesn't it? This is the gradient and it's equal to 5. Which means at the point A on my curve, that's going to be a point where the curve has a gradient of 5. So what I'm going to do is take my curve and I'm going to find its derivative. And to help me do this, I'm going to rewrite it in this form, y equals x to the minus 2 plus 3x. So by rewriting that x on the denominator like this, it's going to make it a bit easier for me to differentiate. So now that's times by the power and take one away, that's going to give us our derivative, minus 2x to the power of minus 3 plus 3. And we said at the point A, the gradient of the curve is 5. So let's set our derivative equal to 5, and that's going to tell us whereabouts, what x coordinate gives us a gradient of 5. So let's now solve this equation here. This is the one I'm talking about. So let's subtract 3 from both sides. So I get minus 2x to the power of minus 3 equals 2. Let's then divide both sides by negative 2. That gives me x to the power of minus 3 equals minus 1. Now, at this point, depending on how confident you are when it comes to solving equations with indices, you might raise both sides to the power of minus a third. But if you're not that confident, which is totally fine, you might want to rewrite this left-hand side as 1 over x cubed, like this. Then we can multiply both sides by x cubed, and we get 1 is equal to minus x cubed. Let's divide both sides by minus 1, and we get negative 1 is equal to x cubed. And then cube root both sides, and we get x equals negative 1. Which means at the point A, our x coordinate is negative 1. Now we want both the coordinates of A, so now I need to find the y coordinate. And I can do this by taking x equals negative 1 and substituting it into my equation of the curve wherever there's an x. So let's do that. So we've got the y coordinate is equal to 1 over minus 1 squared plus 3 multiplied by negative 1. Well, negative 1 squared is 1, so we get 1 over 1, which is 1. And 3 multiplied by negative 1 is negative 3, and so the y coordinate is negative 2. So the coordinates of the point A are minus 1, minus 2. And we're done. So hopefully this video was useful. If it was, please do go over to my channel where I have loads of other maths tutorials, and I'll also link my website in the video description. So you can go over there, and I think it's a bit easier to navigate through all the different videos I've made. Thanks for watching.